Hello everyone, welcome to Cradix Tech. I'm your host Shubham, and today we are looking at the battery life test between the OnePlus 13 and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now be aware that the OnePlus comes with a 6000 mAh battery compared to the 5000 found on the Samsung, but different operating systems running. Let's see if the One UI can beat the ColorOS found on the OnePlus 13. I have the Chinese version of the OnePlus 13 here, which might affect the battery test slightly. But past testing have shown that the ColorOS slightly delivers better battery life than the OxygenOS, likely because it has more time for optimization. Also, Samsung uses the lithium ion technology, whereas the OnePlus is using silicon carbon battery technology. We are going to run through some day-to-day tasks as well as the casual high-intensity gaming. Without further ado, let's start the head-to-head comparison, shall we? Both phones are at 100%, just unplugged from the chargers. I have set both the displays to the maximum brightness, turned off the auto brightness, set the resolution to 1440p and the refresh rate to 120Hz. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are enabled. We start the 1.5 hours of YouTube. After the first hour, Samsung dropped to 7%, while OnePlus just dropped 4%. At 1.5 hour mark, OnePlus dropped at 94% and Samsung at 91%. OnePlus is definitely going great here, losing just 6% compared to Samsung's 9%. Next, an hour of Instagram. Because let's be real, we all are addicted, myself included. After an hour, OP is at 86% and Samsung at 85%. The lead OnePlus had is just single percent. It's possible that OnePlus ran a bit brighter at times while Samsung maintained a consistent brightness, which might be due to the matte screen protector that I have installed. Moving on to the Facebook Reels, the volume is set to 20% and OnePlus ends with 83% whereas Samsung at 82%. Still a single percent lead for OnePlus. Kudos to Samsung though. Despite the smaller 5000 mAh battery, it's holding its ground, but we have got a long way to go. Now we are moving ahead to the heavy task, starting with the Antutu benchmarks, while pushing both the CPU and the GPU harder on this one. This time the OnePlus ends at 73% and Samsung at 74%, giving each other a tough fight. Next up is the video calling session. Video call drains the battery faster since multiple components are active at the same time. After this, OnePlus drops at 65% and Samsung at 67%. Samsung gains a surprising 2% lead here, but it's too early to call it anyone's win. Let's now do a YouTube music test with 50% volume on both of them. Even though both were at the same volume, Samsung does sound louder, but we will have to save that for the OnePlus 13's review. After 40 minutes though, OnePlus is at 61% and Samsung at 63%, maintaining the 2% lead that Samsung has. Next, we are recording the 4K 60fps video, a very demanding task. After 30 minutes of recording my fan and light, as you can see, OnePlus is at 52% and Samsung at 55%. There's a solid 3% lead for Samsung. Impressive considering the smaller battery. Battery usage per app is actually higher on the OnePlus than on Samsung, especially the milliamp power consumed per minute for OnePlus compared to Samsung. Now let's test the gaming with Black Desert Mobile, an MMORPG that runs in a loop. After 1 hour, both the phones does heat up a bit, sitting at around 32 degrees for both of them. Not bad, especially considering it's 10 degrees outside here in Australia. And battery levels for OnePlus is at 40% and Samsung is 43%. Samsung seems to be winning here, but we'll have to see. Next up, a 40-minute CPU throttling test. A heavy test that also keeps the brightness and display at maximum. OnePlus performs extremely well here, 100% CPU stability, while Samsung drops at 93%. Battery levels after this, both phones are at 25% and Samsung lead finally ends here. OnePlus also stays cooler at 34 degrees Celsius, while Samsung goes up to 45. That says a lot about the performance for OnePlus, right? Let's go light with the Subway Surfer next. After 30 minutes, OnePlus is at 21% and Samsung at 18%. After an hour, OnePlus drops to 16% and Samsung at 13%. The tables have finally turned here. Samsung, while having the lead, is now falling behind, and OnePlus is staying strong. Now let's test another 30 minutes of video recording. OnePlus is at 9% and Samsung is at 5%. Both the phones are low now. To finish the test, we will run Facebook until one of them dies. Samsung finally shuts off after 28 minutes of Facebook Reels, clocking in at 8 hours and 38 minutes. That's especially very impressive for a non-lithium ion carbon battery. OnePlus still has 4% left. We will run Subway Surfer again. And after 26 minutes, OnePlus drops at 1% and enters the super power saving mode, where only 6 apps are allowed to run at a time. Heck, we are gonna add Subway Surfer here and let's continue the test. OnePlus lasts another 15 minutes at 1%. Final screen on time for OnePlus is 9 hours and 33 minutes, nearly an hour more than the Samsung, which is very impressive. Now let's test the charging. Both the phones are drained at 0%. We are using the stock OnePlus charger which comes with the OnePlus 13, that's the 100-watt charger, and we will use a 67-watt of charger from Apple for charging the Samsung. But keep in mind that the Samsung only supports 45 watts of charging natively. After 5 minutes, OnePlus is at 8% while Samsung at 5%. Skipping ahead at 30 minutes, OnePlus is at 49% and Samsung at 44%. At 50 minutes mark, OnePlus is at 91% and Samsung at 78%. After an hour, OnePlus is fully charged at 100%, whereas Samsung is at 94%. It took 1 hour and 25 minutes to go from 0 to 100 for Samsung. So whether it's draining the battery or charging, OnePlus clearly leads here. We can confidently say the OnePlus wins when it comes to the battery performance. That's been it for the video, guys. Stay tuned if you want to see the 3 months review of the OnePlus 13. And if you're curious how Samsung S25 stacks up against the Pixel 9 and the iPhone 16, then the video is somewhere right above here. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.